What's up, guys? It's Kevin, and I'm back with Battlefield 3 on release day, and this game is fucking awesome. Cannot get enough of it. They've improved so much over the beta that came out about a month ago. A lot of the glitches were fixed, and not really having any issues whatsoever. I'm playing on Bazaar, I think, and I'm using the AK-74U with the Cobra sight, the foregrip, and the laser sight. When it comes to like the optical sights, I tend to stick with like the Cobra or the holographic, just because once I get past like to the 3.4x zoom or higher than that, the recoil so much and don't really care for it. So I try to keep it at a 1x zoom. The foregrip I pretty much put on everything. Don't really care for the bipod too much, but the foregrip will definitely decrease your recoil or reduce your recoil significantly and make everything a whole lot smoother. And the laser sight will actually decrease your hip, or let's see, improve your hip fire. So that's a good thing to put on the end. I've kind of messed with some of the other things, but laser sight and the heavy barrel are probably my favorites so far. Now the engineering kit has got several different gadgets that you'll unlock. You'll get, let's see, you start out with the RPG and the repair tool, and I think your first unlock is going to be an anti-aircraft missile, which comes in handy for the maps where there's going to be jets and helicopters and all that. Your second unlock, I believe, is going to be the anti-tank mines, which are great. I've been able to put 9 on the field at once. I haven't tried any more than that, so I'm not sure how many you're allowed to have on the field. But you start out with 3, but if you die, they stay on the map. When you respawn, you can throw 3 more out, and yeah, so far I've had 9 out, but I haven't seen anything higher than that yet. There's also an EOD bot, and I've messed with it a little bit, and I'm probably just not working the damn thing right. I can't seem to get it to plan MCOM stations or do anything I want it to do, so I'm just going to leave it alone for now until I can figure it out. Something I've noticed is you can actually run RPGs and anti-tank mines. The anti-tank mines take the place of the repair tool, so if I'm planning on not being in a vehicle, I'll just run the mines to actually have something useful on me. And the RPGs come in handy against vehicles and against just enemies in general. I tend to shoot rockets down hallways when you put shots into people and then they take cover. It just takes a little bit of the explosion and it'll finish them off. Now on the weapons, pretty much all the weapon unlocks in the engineering kit are awesome. The only one I don't care for too much is the Scar, and it's just because it's got a low clip. It's only got 20 rounds in the clip. It does do a good amount of damage, but the recoil is pretty intense, so you really gotta send 1 or 2 bullets down and let your barrel settle again before you send another 2 bullets down. But for the most part, the rest of the engineering guns are pretty good. Not really having any problems with them. Recoil is pretty good, especially once you put a foregrip on them. Everything smooths out, makes it very tolerable. For the assault kit, the 2 best guns that I've come across, and I haven't done it on the release, but in the beta, the AEK-971 and the F2000 were probably my favorite. The recoil was real low just to start with it, and the iron sights were fine. And once you put optics and a foregrip on it, a damn thing shot like a laser. You weren't missing anything. So those were my 2 favorites. The other guns are fine. I don't think there was one that was terribly bad. Let's see, for the support, I only got to run a couple weapons throughout the support. I didn't really care for the M27, the starting one for the American side. I guess it was the clip and the sights. I don't know, it didn't go well with me. The M249, that thing is a beast. I'll use that fucking constantly. And then the unlock after that is the PKP. I remember using that, and that is the worst gun I've ever seen. After 2 shots, you're fucking staring at the ceiling. I'm guessing the only way to use that is to bipod it down, because that thing was fucking worthless. I didn't get too far into the sport kit. Don't really care for that kit in general, so don't really use it. So in the recon kit, the two starting rifles, the SVD and the MK11, those things were pretty strong. I was dropping people in 2 bullets from close to mid-range, and probably about 3 bullets long range. Recoil is pretty manageable. I ended up running around with a 4x zoom, being real aggressive with it. Did not have a problem laying people down. Your first unlock, I believe, is going to be the SV98, and I ran around with that for a little bit, but I was getting a lot of hit markers, and when you're being aggressive with it, just be sure to, after you take a shot, switch to your pistol and finish them off. There's no sense in taking that extra time to put another bullet in. Let's see, the SKS, it's kind of a weaker version of like the MK11 and the SVD. You get 20 rounds in the clip, and I think I was dropping people with 3 or 4 bullets mid-range, so not as great, but maybe the clip size might be more appealing to you. And the last gun I got to was the M40A5, and I don't think I killed anybody with 1 shot with that gun. I could have swore I was hitting people in the head, but I wasn't getting anything out of it. Probably just suck with it, but I'll have to give that one another try. I'm going to leave you with the last couple of things. The knifing, it is quicker. You're not having to wait for the damn thing to come out anymore. Still notice the animation's real slow, and you end up dying a lot, and sometimes it doesn't really connect, so you end up swinging 3 times at one person, still not getting the kill. So I try to avoid knifing. You end up just dying in the long run. But that's about all I got for you today, so until next time, I'll catch you guys later.